Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm very excited because I'm going to be filming 3 looks with the Morphe 18W Natural Wonder Artistry palette, and I'm so excited to get into this. This palette has 18 earthy to ethereal hues, and it says, lose yourself in a grand land of captivating color. A vista of early taupes, mauves, and lights and darks unfolds to entice your artistry to run wild. Follow your own path to sublime or dramatically refined looks with a buildable, blendable, hyper-rich range of finishes, all packed to enchant in one naturally wondrous palette. So this is what the palette looks like, and when I first saw this palette, I instantly thought of the Kathleen Lights and Il Makiage Disco Fox palette. That's the vibe I got. Now, I'm not saying formula-wise, obviously, that they're the same, but it also reminded me of the Glaminatrix Nearly Natural palette, but at the fraction of a cost, because this palette was, I think, $20, and I love it. I know not everyone is a fan of neutrals, but I am a fan of neutrals, and I know a lot of other people are fans of neutrals. So today I'm going to be doing 3 beautiful neutral looks with this palette. I'm also going to be doing some swatches and of course a close-up for you. So if you want to see all of that, then continue watching this video. As usual, I wanted to start with the close-up, and I also want to start with some swatches. This palette has 18 beautiful shades in it, different textures, and beautiful mattes in here. So from top to bottom, we have Dawn Glow, Big Sky, Sand Painter, Sunstone, Grounded, Sedimental Feeling, Lily Valley, Precipice Kiss, Goldmine, Coyote Call, Stolen Thunder, Off Trail, Sand City, Strike Copper, Scorched, Wild Heart, Scarlet Marble, and Pure Obsidian. I love that this palette has a very light creamy white color, but it also has a very deep dark black that makes you create a variety of different looks and vibes to your looks. So let's go ahead and get started with look number 1. I already have my brows done and I have some primer on. I also want to mention that I went to Target today, and my Target has recently turned into an Ulta Target, so I was really excited about that. And this palette was actually in there, so you know, if you have an Ulta at your Target, maybe look through the Morphe section if you're interested. You might find this there. Alright, so I don't even know where to start. For look number 1, I think I'm going to take this shade called Lily Valley right here. It's like a very light pastel purple. And I'm going to take that with my M433 from Morphe. There is some kick up on the pan, but that's not, I'm not going to diss the palette here. Zoom you in so you can get a closer look. And I'm going to start packing because I feel like that's the best method for applying Morphe shadows, is to start by packing the shade on. So far so good, honestly. That shade is actually blending out beautifully. I haven't used Morphe eyeshadows since the Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette, and I really liked that palette. So it's another neutral palette, but they also had that one at Target when I went as well, which I find interesting that my Target is now an Ulta. You know, I always thought my Target would never turn into an Ulta because there's literally an Ulta down that street, but you know, I'm glad it did because now I don't have to go all the way to Ulta. If I need something, I can just go to Target. You know, obviously for like new launches, I don't think those are coming to Target. It's just like the products that Ulta carries normally. But I did see some like holiday stuff. I did see some new launches, which was interesting. That color applied wonderfully. Wow, I didn't expect this palette to be any good. I bought it because it was pretty, but look at that shade. Like it's showing up even though it's a very light shade. I'm gonna go into Precipice Kiss, which is the shade right next to it, this one, and kind of add this into the mix. Oh, that's pretty too, and it's actually showing up as well. That is very pretty, and I like how soft it is. Like, it's not like over the top, you know? It doesn't have to be over the top. It's very nice and light and natural. I really enjoy that. I also did get a haircut today. I kind of fixed this part because it was kind of long and it wasn't looking right for me. Usually my hair does like this swoop thing because I put it behind my ears, and then when it dries it like automatically does like this swoop, and I like that about my hair, you know. I do like wanted a blowout, but like to get a blowout I have to pay $60, and like I wasn't about that. I wasn't about to pay $60. To deepen this look up even more, I'm gonna take this shade called Off Trail right here, and I'm just gonna lightly tap it because I don't want to deepen this look up too much, just slightly. And I'm gonna work like from the bottom here just up. That's really pretty. I'm actually enjoying these shadows. I don't know if Morphe recently changed their formula or what, but usually I wasn't really a huge fan of Morphe's shadows, but this palette's actually quite nice and I really like how it's working for me. I'm gonna take my NYX glitter primer as I normally do with all of my 3 eyeshadow looks, and I'm gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna pack this all over my lid about halfway and kind of take it up too, because I like to take my shimmers up a little higher than I probably should, but my hooded eyes will bring it up there anyway, so I just stick the pretty shadow up there. You don't know exactly what shade I want for this, light or gold. I think I'm gonna go with the light one. They're very nice. As I said, I don't normally like Morphe shadows, but this palette's actually quite nice. I'm gonna take this really light shimmer. It's called Big Sky, and I'm just gonna take this on my finger and see how it applies with my finger. Ooh, that's very pretty. Very, as I said earlier, neutral, very natural. If you're not a huge fan of color, I feel like this would be a very nice palette for you. I really like that actually. Quite different from what I usually do on my eyelids, but it's very nice. And just taking that blending brush I originally used and kind of blending these shades, kind of working that shimmer into the deeper pinky shade. That is very, very pretty. I very much like that. Very much so. I also feel like this shade would make a very pretty inner corner highlight. It's like sparkly, but it's not too sparkly, and I freaking love it. I'm gonna play with like some deeper tones on this eye so I can see if I still like those as much as I'm enjoying this color scheme. But like this screams holiday to me. Like if I'm going to like a holiday dinner or like to hang out with my family, this is something I would wear 100%. I am gonna put on my lash and I will come back because I don't know exactly what look I'm keeping. I'm keeping one of these looks on and I don't know which one. I really enjoy this. I think it's very soft without being overly dramatic, you know. I'm gonna put my lash on and I will be right back. Alrighty, so I put my lash on. This is so pretty. I used the Kiss So Real lashes. I really enjoy these lashes, especially because it says up at the top contact lens friendly. I wear contact lenses and sometimes you can feel those lashes like on and it's not the most comfortable. These are very comfortable and they look beautiful. These are one of my favorites. Love them. So this is look number 1. I really love it. It's very soft and neutral, but it's also there and you can see it. I think the lashes really put it together. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on look number 2 now. For look number 2, I think I'm gonna go in with the same shade Precipice Kiss because I really want to use this purple shade right here. It's calling my name. I also think I'm just gonna use the same brush and just like wipe off any excess pigment. I'm just gonna pack this shade all over my crease. I'm pretty sure I want to do a halo eye with that purple shade because it's calling my attention. This whole palette is calling my attention, honestly, especially now that I'm using it. It's one of the better palettes from Morphe, I think. Oh yeah, I went to Target to find something for my dandruff. You know, you can't really see it now because I tried my best to take it off. My hair actually looks really shiny, but it's a big insecurity of mine, and it's just because I have dry skin like everywhere. Like it doesn't matter where it is, it's dry, and I really want to find a solution for my dry scalp, but like nothing ever really works truly, you know. I try my best, but like today while I was getting my hair cut, she was like, you know, you have dandruff, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it doesn't really go away no matter what I do, no matter what I use there. And then she goes, well, what shampoo to use? And I didn't want to tell her because she's just gonna like tell me to purchase the one from the store, the salon, and like I like my shampoo. My boyfriend uses the same shampoo and he doesn't have the issue I have because he doesn't suffer from severe dry skin. I do. But at the same time, I'm cruelty free. I only use cruelty free products and I don't really want to change that because I have dandruff. So I use the native shampoo. I'll tell you guys because I know you guys aren't gonna try to sell me something, but more so try to help me out. I went to Target to find some oil or something so I can maybe make it less dry. I got some rosemary mint oils and I read some pretty good reviews, so I did that. Hopefully it kind of makes a difference. I don't really know though. I'm gonna take this shade Off Trail, but I'm going to take a lot of it and we're gonna deepen this look up. I'm gonna put it on the inner and the outer. I'm gonna see how that works. If not, I'm gonna need like some other expensive treatment because I'm running out of options. I'm running out of options and I'm tired of going to the hair place and them being like, you have dandruff, and getting weird stares from people because I have white shit in my hair, and it's not even like a lot, it's just you can see it. Like, it's not on there right now because I did the best I could to remove, you know, what I could, but it's just quite embarrassing. I don't really want to deal with it anymore. I'm just taking this blending brush that I got in my Ipsy like 2 months ago, and I'm just gonna blend this out. I also went to Burlington to find some combat boots, or like just boots in general, and I found really cute combat boots in their shoe section. They had a ton. I wasn't expecting to go there and to find a ton of combat boots, but I did, and I'm so happy I did because I was gonna go to DSW and spend $40, but I only had to spend $20. I mean, that's a plus. And I was like, the DSW is like right next to it. I was like, let me go to Burlington, see what I can find there, and if I can't find anything there, well, I'll scoop my ass over to DSW and I'll spend the $40. But I didn't have to. I found them for cheap, for $20, and they had such cute styles too. There was another pair that were really chunky and like I wanted them, but my boyfriend was like, get the ones with the laces. I think they look better and I think you wear them more. So I did, even though I really like those chunky ones. I should have got them both, but then I was like, I live in Miami. Like, I'm not gonna wear chunky ass boots to go out all the time. I will wear them for other occasions. I bought them because I'm going to like a Halloween club bar hopping thing, and we have to dress up, and I'm gonna be a witch, and I want to be like a trendy witch. So I have like some like mesh spiderweb tights, and I have like a mesh spiderweb shirt. I'm gonna wear a black dress and my witch hat, and I wanted like nice boots to go with that whole aesthetic that I want. So I found them for a cheap, nice, low price, and I'm excited to go because I don't really go out like that. I don't really go to like clubs, or I don't go drinking, and I'm going with like some girlfriends that I haven't really hung out with in the longest. So I think I'm gonna have a good time and I'm really excited. I'm really glad they invited me because, you know, I always feel left out all the time because first of all, I'm always like working. Either I'm working like at work or I'm working at home. So like I'm always doing something, and like I never really have free time, and if I do have free time, I don't really want to spend it, you know, going to a club or, you know. But this is like planned. Like I already paid for it. I'm already getting my outfit together. We're doing this. I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm so happy that I am. I am gonna take my NYX glitter primer and I'm gonna put it right on the center here. I feel like the glitter primer really helps these shimmers to shine more because, you know, Morphe isn't known for like the sparkliest eyeshadows ever, but I feel like this really does help a lot. And I'm just gonna put this all up in the center here, bringing it up to about like the crease area because I really want it to show. And I'm gonna take this shade called Stolen Thunder. This is literally the shade that I was like, this is reminding me a lot of the Kathleen Lights Disco Fox, even though it's not the same. It's not the same. It's honestly quite different, but it has like a similar vibe. It has like a similar vibe to it. It's very pretty, and I'm very excited to stick this in the center here. Ooh, I feel like it's kind of dark, so I feel like I'm gonna have to deepen the look up just a little bit. I have a bunch of 80s songs stuck in my head. The 80s were the best time for music. I stand with that forever. So this is what I have going on so far. I think I'm gonna take into this black shade called Pure Obsidian because I think it needs to be a little bit darker to stand out more. So I'm gonna take this and sort of deepen this up a little bit more, just tapping that black shade in there, sort of give it that vibe that I'm going for. It's beautiful, actually. It's so buildable, but like it's not like stark black, like it's not too deep when you go in, and I kind of like a buildable black because it's not intimidating. I really like that. Oh my god, very pretty. And now I feel like you can kind of see the center shade. It's more focused on that. I really like it. Oh, I also have hair all over me and it's so itchy. I can't wait to shower, but that's not gonna happen for a while. Here's what I came up with for look number 2. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lash on, and then I'm probably gonna take this one off because this one I'm a fan. So I'll be right back. This is look number 2 completed. I love how we have the drama and then we have sweet and soft and nice. I really enjoy both of these looks. I like that they have similar vibes to them. I use similar shades and I really like it. I really do. So I am gonna take off this look. I'm probably gonna do this one on both eyes for today just because it's what I visioned when I looked at this palette. I'm gonna take this one off and then we can work on look number 3. I have my eye primed again and I'm gonna get started on look number 3. So for look number 3, I think I'm gonna take this shade called Grounded right here. It's like kind of yellowy. It's like a yellow undertone, like a mustardy yellow undertone. And I'm just gonna pack this all over the crease. This is a JS5 brush, but like we don't talk about it, you know? We don't talk about it. It's just the brush right now. I don't really support him anymore. I'm just throwing it out there. I do have some of the old palettes, but like I don't really use them either way. I think they're pretty, but I haven't purchased anything from him in a really long time. His brush is shedding. And at the end of the day, it's just makeup. I don't really find it that serious. And I don't support the brand or him anymore. You know, there's just no way. There's so many other beautiful makeup brands to support other than that one. This shade is applying beautifully. What? Wow. Maybe I should get into using more Morphe palettes again. I haven't had a single issue with this. This looks really good. And I'm gonna slightly wing this out if I can. Now I'm gonna take an LBE2 brush. And I think I want to use the same brown shade that I used earlier. And then the other 2 browns are metallic. So I think I'm gonna take this shade, which is like a reddy coppery color. I'm gonna take the shade Scorched, which is a deep red color, and I'm gonna pack this. Instantly got some fallout, but that's fine because that's why we do our eyes first here. Very warm toned look here. I've been trying to watch Halloween movies. Let me know what your favorite Halloween movie is. I watched, it's not really a Halloween movie, but I did watch Final Destination yesterday, like the first one, the original, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Although when I was little, that movie really scared me to death. I'm not trying to be a wuss, I'm just being honest. I was like, I don't even know, 11, 12, 10, I don't remember, but I was pretty young and I was already scared of horror movies. Like it wasn't my favorite genre of movie. I'm a little better with it now, but I prefer to watch like Halloween movies that aren't scary. Doesn't mean that I'm not into them, it just means that I like prefer to watch other things. This palette has, wow, really raised my expectations. This shade called Sunstone is very, very pretty, but this shade over here called Sand City is also very pretty. I think I'm gonna use these 2. You know the drill. I'm gonna take my NYX glitter primer and put this all over. I really enjoy this product. I spoke about it in like a sale, Ulta sale video, because NYX was having a really good promotion, but I feel like it always makes the shimmers perform better if you have like lackluster shimmers or you just want to get the most out of your shimmers. This is the way to go. just for fun, I think I'm gonna take this shade called Strike Copper. It's like a copper shade, like a true copper shade. Very pretty. And I'm gonna pack this on the end. Just pack this like right next to that deep red. I really like that. I think it's a very pretty copper shade. Really pretty. And it really mixes well with a shade that's right next to it called Scorched. I'm just gonna take a little more of. I really enjoy how there are different textures of shimmers in this palette. If you want super metallic, sparkly ones, you can get that. But if you want like more of like a softer shimmer, you can also get that, and I think that's really nice to have variety in a palette. I recently reviewed the Glaminatrix Nearly Natural palette, and that palette also had different textures of shimmers in there, and I really enjoyed it. I really want to do more looks with that palette. It really is versatile, and you can really do that with that palette. This shade looks so pretty next to that coppery shade, and I think they're blending absolutely beautifully. Wow. Okay. Did I say what shade I used? I used this shade called Sand City, and it's just so reflective in there. Didn't expect this at all. The next shade I'm going to use is this shade right here. It's called Sunstone. I love the shade names. They're very cute. Very up to par with Morphe's other shade names. This one's kind of hard to pack in here. When you have nails, you get it. Really enjoyed this palette. I didn't totally think I was going to, because I don't know, Morphe can just be hit or miss, really. I like to take my blending brush with the original shade that I used just to mesh all the shimmers together. Just make sure everything looks good and clean. This is giving fall. It's giving fall, and I'm obsessed. I'm still gonna do this look on this eye because I'm just obsessed with this look, but this one is also really nice. I liked all three of the looks. Let me know, of course, what look was your favorite. I'm gonna pop my lash on, and then we can kind of see it with the lash, because I feel like it always looks better with the lash, you know? Morphe has blown me away, which I never thought that could happen, but like, wow, this palette was so inexpensive, and I got 3 beautiful looks right now, and I can't wait to use it again. What is going on? What is happening? So this is look number 3. I'm actually quite a fan. I loved how all the shimmers are blending together. It doesn't look like 3 harsh, stark lines. They are blending together and making this beautiful, gorgeous fall eye look that I didn't have a plan going into look number 3, but wow, I'm impressed. Very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and take Big Sky and pop that in the inner corner as like an inner corner highlight, just so I can see it with that, because I really enjoy an inner corner highlight with a beautiful look like this one. This is look number 3, and this is look number 2, and you already saw look number 1. All beautiful, all different in their own ways, but I'm a fan of both of these. I think these two were my absolute favorites. Still really like this one, so I really need a cohesive look for the video I'm doing after this one. So unfortunately, I'm gonna wipe this one off again. My poor eye. I will do that and finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back and we can talk about my final thoughts. Here is the final look. I feel so beautiful, so I think this is a win in my book. I love this eyeshadow I have on. I didn't want to put the black on the lower lash line because I don't want to close my eye off too much. So what did I think of the 18W Natural Wonder palette from Morphe? This impressed me so much. I did not think that I would ever buy another Morphe palette, but I saw it and it was $20, and I was like, what if, you know, what if it is good? And I'm glad that I did purchase this, because this eyeshadow speaks for itself. I really love the way it came out. I loved all 3 of the looks I did, which, you know, I did try to play with different shades, and I loved it. The packaging, beautiful. I love the color of this. I hate that it's plastic, but other than that, I love just the style of it. It looks minimalistic. The inside is also a nice mirror in here. The only thing I don't enjoy is that Morphe loves to put their names of the shades on this plastic thing. I wish they would just throw them in the palette because they definitely fit in there. But you know, it's not, I'm not gonna die from keeping this plastic thing so I can tell you the shades. I just think it would be nice if they can print the shades directly on the palette, but you know. And as far as was it worth the price, I think it definitely was worth the price. 18 shades, $20. I think it was very much worth the price. Yes, it was $20, although I did have a coupon. So I paid $14.23 for this, so good on me. This was absolutely beautiful and I'm so happy that I have it part of my collection. I am going to continue playing with it because this is just so pretty and smoky and beautiful. I can't stop looking at it. Thank you so much for watching this video and for hanging out with me. Let me know what you thought of this palette. Let me know which look was your favorite, and let me know if you like Morphe, or like what do you feel about Morphe. I feel like it's definitely hit or miss, but this is definitely a win. So I feel like if you're interested, definitely go and check it out. And that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. I will definitely be checking out more of Morphe's releases, so if you're interested, definitely stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys! Strike cough. Can you just focus on my finger? Mind is so dancing. Cute dog. I'm obsessed. Like, it's so good. Was it $20? Let's check.